What is good, everyone? Welcome. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. We are looking good today. 5% up. Hey, we cannot complain. That is very, very nice price action, especially compared to yesterday. So, how is everyone doing in chat today? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Everything positive right now. Everything's looking good. And it's only going to get better, I think, with the upcoming interview on the Risk On podcast later on. I hope that's happening today. I mean, he said it was, so hopefully that's going to be happening today. Got that funky elevator music on today. It brings you flashbacks to the conference call. How are we looking today anyway? So RSI, it was up. We saw it spike at 73 today in the RSI. Yeah, what's good, chilling? How's it going? Hope you're doing well, mate. So we have been like 55 on the RSI. Not too shabby. We're vibing at that. That's all right. We should see some more RSI action, I think, in the post-market. Most of the price action within these stocks happens in the post and pre-market. So we need to watch out for that, because that has been where most of the volatility has actually happened. So definitely keep an eye on that. Looking at the MACD, how are we looking on the MACD? We were sort of a little bit bearish earlier. That's why we saw like a little bit of a decrease. But since then, we saw a nice price increase again, and now the MACD is becoming bullish. So we love to see it. Everything's looking good today. What about a 30-minute chart? You see, so this is a thing that I put up yesterday. So we created that support structure, as I said, with the 4 support structure. And I said, as soon as it came out of this flag, we'd like to see some price action. And we did. You see? So it broke out of it. We saw a little bit of a drawback, and then it spiked up. That's what I'm saying. Good news. Yeah, so Marat, I do talk, but at the same time, NAKD, right, it is one of those long-term plays. And I said it could hit $2. I never said it was definitely going to hit $2. What I said at the very start was I said that with a bit of catalyst, NAKD could hit $2. And we haven't seen a catalyst yet. However, we could today, especially with this interview and especially with the fiscal year financial earnings report, which should be coming out very, very soon. You know, price action just doesn't happen off a whim, if that makes sense. So, you know, you got to just stay calm, stay collected. Marat, I know you're antsy with your investment, but you just got to stay calm and, you know, everything will play out. So, yeah, everything today is looking good. I'm happy with the price action we've seen today. We've seen it create a nice support structure at around the 60-cent mark, which is pretty decent. We will take that any day of the week, right? We're seeing some green, which is better than what we saw today. Is the interview today? Now, Anton, it was supposed to be yesterday. They postponed it, or the CEO postponed it. They said it could be today, and well, they said it would be today, but again, who knows what the CEO's up to. What they're doing at the moment is they're postponing because they have some sort of report that they want to put out before the interview. Now, this interview is apparently coming out tonight, right? So, yeah, so this is what's something big is happening with NAKD, Anton, right? So what could be happening with NAKD is Milton Todd, on his podcast yesterday, said that NAKD had some sort of fiscal earnings report coming out. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what a fiscal earnings report is, obviously it's the company's earnings report. And he said that the CEO is trying to get something big happening very, very soon. And he said before he wanted to jump on this interview with Milton Todd, he wanted to release some sort of report, some NAKD PR. And I reckon that is what it's going to be, because the last earnings report for NAKD was on the 8th of May last year. So, you know, we're coming to that time. I mean, what are we now? The 18th of May. So it makes sense for it to be some point this month, right? So What happened to a short squeeze in dart pool? That is still in the works, I think, Murat. As we all know, the dart pool for NAKD, it was sort of around the 2.3 billion mark, I think I wanted to say, or was it the 4. I don't know. Let me fact check that. Let me fact check. It was something in the Telegram. I'm pretty sure. Was NAKD the 2.3 billion, or was that AMC? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's very, very high. That's all you need to know, Murat. It's definitely still on the cards, but again, we're just gonna have to see some we're just gonna have to see some catalysts to, I think, make those shorts have to cover on their investment. What will happen on the 18th of May? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. What I think will happen, though, very, very shortly, is I think that there is going to be some sort of catalyst which is going to almost force the shorts to cover, because fundamentally, NAKD will not be a good company to short. Because, you know, the whole point of shorting a company is to project that the company's going to drop in price. Now, if a company like NAKD or AMC, for example, which AMC had a very good financial report, it showed that they had the assets within the company to be able to sustain like longevity within the company. So they're in a good financial position. That then made the shorts panic, and you know, they can't really short this stock without having a high borrow fee rate, because there's no real need to short this stock because it's going to go up in value. And I think if NAKD is undervalued due to its earnings report, we're going to see a nice amount of price action. CEO interview. Yeah, so the CEO interview is going to be happening on the Milton Todd Alt podcast. I believe, or he's done it pre-recorded, but it's going to be on his channel, the Risk On channel. Go check it out. They're a great bunch of guys over there, and yeah, I really enjoyed my time over there. And yeah, they got the big dog on, Justin. So, you know, be sure to go check that out. I think it's going to be happening at some point today. I've got my notifications on, so as soon as that happens, you know, we're going to check it out. What I'll probably do is I'll probably end the stream and then send you over there once that happens, because you know we got to get the King Justin on our side for this one. I really hope that they do start doing more PR stuff though with NAKD. I think it needs to happen. They need to have some sort of more PR around the brand, right? Because you know, I still feel like we're being kept like sort of in the dark too much, and I think that this interview is definitely going to help clarify some points, and it's going to make us feel a lot stronger in our positions. But at the same time, I think this has to happen more frequently, and for us to just stay in the loop of what's going on within the company. Now, you know, read into that as you will, but so yeah, Murat, I think that the interview is happening tonight. Milton Todd said yesterday on his Risk On podcast that is happening today. So, you know, it was supposed to happen yesterday, but the CEO decided to postpone it. So that's now today. So, you know, we're going to see if that does follow through. Hopefully it does, because I want to know as much about this stock as physically possible, really. And I know the NAKD Army, the NAKD Telegram, has actually like made the questions for Todd to say on the show. So, yeah, it should be very educational for all of us, I think. So let's create a quick new support structure. So this is the 30-minute chart that we got here. So looking at this, now we sort of have a bit of a support there actually. Now you sort of see 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points, and that moves into the next day as well. So that is quite a strong support structure. And at the top for the resistance, we see this band of resistance up here, right? With 3 touch points of resistance. Now, oh, what am I doing? So yeah, this is the resistance up here, and this is the support level. Mate, what is going on with my mouse today? There we go. So, looking at this, what I think we're going to see is I think it's going to become level unless, obviously, a catalyst comes into play. But as soon as we break out of this flag that we're in right now, I think that we're going to see a nice amount of bullish action. And, yeah, it should be a good time for all of us, I think. We just need to break this band of resistance at around the 62 to 63 cent mark. I think as soon as we get that, then we could then test the next support level or the next resistance level, which was at the 76 cent mark. And then if we can test that, then we should start seeing a dollar. That's what I think. Now, Murat, I don't particularly want to say my price prediction for the end of May because you keep holding it against me. But you know, my price prediction for NAKD as a whole, right? So for the end of May is very difficult to say, right? And I may have been naive saying it before, but I wanted to see some positive PR by the time May ended, and that was what I based my $2 prediction on. It wasn't exactly based on the volume because we haven't really seen enough volume, right? But I do think that I think that NAKD, I do want to stick to my $2 prediction, but I don't want you to hold it against me if it doesn't reach that, because at the end of the day, this is not financial advice, and you know, you just have to, this is just my opinion at the end of the day. Like, you can do your own due diligence, you can make your own assumptions, but you know, that is just my opinion. And I am entitled to it. RSI is a bit down. Moving average is bullish at the moment. You sort of see that we've seen this nice little crossover here. That represents a bullish action right here. And you sort of see we're above it. And now sort of venturing back into this top bracket. So I think that this moving average right here is bullish. So all the signs right now is suggesting it's in a good formation right now to potentially test the next support level. NAKD depth 3, exactly. NAKD, they reported way back, like probably 2 months ago, that they are a debt-free company. They have $270 million worth of cash. So they have a war chest and they have no debt. Read into that as you will. I think that, I'm not sure what this financial report is saying, because obviously the financial reports is for the last year. So I'm hoping that today, with this financial report, is going to represent what we already know. But if it's last year, then obviously it could still be a bit ropey. But you know, all the signs here are saying that it should be a good news right now. Many are talking about there will be something big tomorrow. It could be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. All I know is there is going to be some sort of PR at some point in the upcoming days. I don't know what it's going to be. Like, your guess is as good as mine. I believe it's going to be a 20F, but at the same time, who knows, right? I'm not an insider in NAKD. I can't tell you exactly what's going on. I can give you a rough indication of what I think, but, you know, it's a bit subjective at the moment, because it's just so... It's difficult to really gauge what's going on in there. Is this a good buy-in price? Now, I think, looking at the price action, now we have to really like have an understanding here, right? Will NAKD drop again? Now, I personally don't think we're ever going to get down the bottom here, this 47 cent mark. I think we're going to test this 62 mark here. I think that potentially if... Oh, you see, this is difficult because as much as I believe that it's going to be bullish, right, I think that there could be another drawback at some point. So I think a good entry point right now is probably around the 57 cent mark. According to this graph that I drew up as well, maybe just wait for a dip. So you see this support structure that I've made here. So if it tests 59 cents, maybe buying at that price, you may get a better return on investment. I know it's only 60 cents now. But yeah, I don't know. Again, not financial advice, but that's sort of my analysis at the moment. We have a lot of bullish indicators though, so I wouldn't be surprised if this does go above this today. Especially in the post market. Post and pre-market is where we're going to see the most action. 100%. That, like, I reckon we're going to see a very large amount of price action in a post or pre-market. That is my prediction though. What sort of volume are we looking at the moment? Again, volume's not high enough really. We sort of see in the post market, we saw a massive amount of volume here. Oh, this is right at the market end that we saw this. So yeah, you know, who knows? Who knows exactly? Yeah, there's still no announcements yet. I just want to see a 20F filed. I want to see something today. I'm not sure. Like, it may happen like when the market closes. Most PR actually does happen when the market closes, not when the market opens. So we could see something when the market closes. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. I'm gonna actually get NAKD page on standby, actually. Just so we have it up and ready. Click the hit refresh. Do you believe in Victoria's Secrets and NAKD collaboration? Personally, as much as I think it would be great, I don't think it's going to be Victoria's Secrets. I think Victoria's Secrets are too high up at the moment. But what could happen, I guess, is Victoria's Secrets could buy NAKD, and that's a completely different situation. Now, you know, some of these big companies like ASOS or Victoria's Secrets could actually probably buy Naked Brands. And what that would do is that would increase the price of NAKD stock, because it would be similar to, you know, like the likes of Bendon. You know, like how they're attached to NAKD, but not the same company in a sense. Like, it will be like a subsidiary to these stocks, but the fact that they will have their name attached to the likes of Victoria's Secrets and ASOS, etc., it's going to increase the brand as a whole and probably increase their profits massively. But in terms of NAKD actually buying Victoria's Secrets or ASOS, I don't think they have the war chest for that. I know they have a lot of cash, but I don't think they have that much cash, if that makes sense. Like let's just quickly have a look at Victoria's Secrets, right? Let's not get like straight company sale. Interesting. When was that? 23rd of April. Let's see the net worth of the company at the moment. It's only worth 1.1 billion. I mean, potentially then. Potentially. Yeah, no, you're right. That could happen, I think. So I estimate NAKD currently, with what I know, to have around $500 million worth of cash with the sale of Bendon. Could they have raised another $500 million? That's the question. We're gonna find out in the 20F when that's filed, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it is a potential. It is a potential, but obviously it's gonna require some more like sort of capital investment in a sense. I mean, it may even be worth for them to even acquire some more debt just to buy the likes of Victoria's Secrets, because they'll probably make a good return on investment on that. And they'll probably be able to pay off the debt pretty quickly. But at the same time, debt is also what could potentially sink a company. And I would actually prefer it to be a bit more financially stable than, you know, buy a Victoria's Secrets or an ASOS. Although, again, you have to speculate to accumulate. So it may be a good thing as well. So who knows? I'm not sure how I'd even take on that. Like, definitely short term, it's going to raise the price, but... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, so this is when the last 20... that caught me really off guard there. That caught me so off guard. Oh my god, I thought that was the 20F that had been filed. I was like, wait, what? No, so that was the last year 20F that I was talking about. So that was the annual and transition report of foreign private issuer pursuant to Section 13, and that was on May the 8th, 2020. So that was what I was referring to before, Murat. But yeah, that's why I think the 20F is going to be coming very soon. They have to release something. There's no way I can, like, get in the backlog. I just want to see, like, if they have anything scheduled. What about if I... No. About us, yeah. I mean, we all know this. That shareholder meeting was very bad. Very badly run. Extraordinary general meeting of Naked Brand Group. You see, we have had a 3p increase today. Or 3 cents, sorry. 3 cent increase, 5.82%. Can't complain. We cannot complain at that one. Leadership. Again, I mean, we're just waiting on this report. I think Simon Tripp, though, I reckon he's going to give us something. I reckon he's going to give us something to potentially go off with this financial report. I want to say. I want some cheeky news today. Either a merger or a 20F would do me nicely today. Does anyone in the chat, like, because from my understanding, it's going to be today when they release the press. That was just from what Todd said in his last podcast, but again, I might have misinterpreted it, and I just want to let me just quickly ask the Telegram a sec. Yeah, I mean, looking at the Telegram, people think that it's going to happen today, the PR. Interestingly enough. So, who knows? The Telegram is usually right, I'm not going to lie. How is everyone in the chat doing today? We have 11 viewers in here. Let's get some chats going. How are we doing in here? Looking at the RSI today, the RSI for AMC is actually down. That's interesting. Like, people have been taking profits in AMC by the looks of things today. Not drastically, but slightly. I mean, we did see quite a big sell-off here. We did reach as low as 14 on the RSI, so that was significantly low, right? But you know, it could have been, you know, it could have been bad. This is where the warm-up's at. Yeah, mate, no worries, mate. I'm part of this NAKD ticker. I've drawn up this level of support here, and I've basically made this flag. I think this is going to be the next stage of the NAKD flag. Now, as you probably all remember, I drew a flag yesterday of it ending here and the flag going down to here. And we sort of see what happened. We saw this rise up here as it broke out the flag. So I think that this is going to be the next flag. As you can see, 3 levels of resistance, around 4 touch point, 3 touch points of support. So I think that's a strong indicator over a 30-minute graph. So I think that, you know, But today, it's all going to rely on a catalyst. It is all going to be catalyst-based today. If we get PR, happy days. Happy days. What do we all think? Like, what do we think the PR is going to be? Do we reckon it's going to be a 20F or merger news? My prediction's 20F. That is just due to, you know, the last one being the 8th of May. So I think that it's more likely to be that. But you never know. If it's something big, if it's really big news, then it could be a merger. And it wouldn't surprise me because the likes of Simon Tripp, you know, he's a merger and acquisitions expert. So who knows? Who knows? We're going to find out soon, though. We're going to find out soon. I believe the podcast is still happening today, isn't it? Or the interview with Milton Todd and Justin. Yo, what's good, Steven? How's it going? JB Ballin as well. Super Conifan. Yo, what's good, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Yo, 18 viewers up in here. How is it going, everyone? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. You know, or evening. Where is everyone from today? I mean, we're very rainy in England today. Very rainy. Appalling weather. But yeah, there's no shock to that one. Exponential moving average, bullish. We love that. Top bracket. Possible split for acquisition. Do you think? I'd be down for that. I would be down for that. Murat said earlier about a Victoria's Secret and NAKD collaboration. Now, I thought that NAKD didn't have the cash for Victoria's Secrets, but I am mistaken because it looks like Victoria's Secrets is roughly $1.1 billion. Now, is it possible for NAKD to raise another probably around $500 million? I think it could be. I don't think that's completely out of reach. Yo, what's good, everyone? Aitor, sorry if I say your name wrong. Freeman, Christopher, Jose, mate, we got everyone up in here. How's it going, everyone? Yeah, we do not want brick and mortar. Let's put a big fat X on that brick and mortar. We do not want that. No chance. If they go back into brick and mortar, like, oh my god. Yeah, what's good, Anna? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. One thing though with Victoria's Secrets is I think with Victoria's Secrets you're paying more for the name, and they do have e-commerce sort of integrated within that brand, but they do also have a lot of brick and mortar stores. So you know we do need to, I don't know, balance it out. I hope that they go for someone like ASOS. I think ASOS would be a great acquisition, but would NAKD be a subsidiary to potentially ASOS? Or does NAKD have the capital to buy ASOS? Let me know what you all think about that, because me personally, I think ASOS is worth more than NAKD, but does NAKD have the war chest to potentially buy ASOS? I want to know all your thoughts. Put them in the chat. Epsom? Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a very good after hours. I think after hours in the pre-market is where you see the most price action. Definitely the most price action. What about Penny Watchful? Mention my size company. What do you think? I have no idea. You want Zaffle? What even is Zaffle? I know that it's some sort of clothing brand. Let's do a bit of research on Zaffle. Let's do some Zaffle research, because I have no idea what this company is. It's not. I mean, it says it's in the UK, but I've never heard of Zaffle in the UK. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, so it's pretty similar to ASOS, but that's the things. It's a blockchain territory. It's huge on social media, is it? It's on Twitter. Oh, let's get the old Twitter up, shall we? Zaffle. Oh yeah, whoa. Actually, I mean, that's an alright amount of followers. When was it made? 2017? Is this the right Zaffle? Am I on the wrong one? Search Zaffle on YouTube. Moyaz to the moon. Oh, is that like, oh, crypto, right? Hold on. So Zaffle on YouTube. Okay, hold on. Let's get the good old YouTube up. Let's go Big and Summers. Yeah, mate. I'll go shop for that, mate. Zaffle. What are we saying? Wait, what? Channels? Is it that? I mean, 62k is not bad. I don't know, I expect it to be more. Yo, Sev! How about a question? If we buy a company or Victoria's Secrets buys NAKD, approximately what happens to the stock price? Yo, thank you very much for the support, Sev. So, I think that if Victoria's Secrets does actually buy NAKD, the price still goes up. Having your name attached to a brand as prestigious as either Victoria's Secrets or ASOS is only going to raise the company in value. It's going to raise the profile as well of the brand. It's going to put it on a more international stage. Considering NAKD right now is based in New Zealand, which is quite far away from, you know, the Western world. It's as far away as you can get actually from the Western world, where, as you all know, is where most of the big companies, the big investors are based, right? So I think that bridging the gap between the New Zealand and the UK and US, obviously, is going to really improve NAKD as a whole. That's all my opinion, but, you know, take it with a pinch of salt, as I say in my videos. Thousands on Zaffle unboxings on YouTube. Ah, okay. Mobile. Yeah, so this is something which NAKD really have to start taking advantage of. If they're going to e-commerce, they need to exploit social media. If they want to make it in e-commerce, I want to see them I want them in YouTubers DMs. I want to see them in social media influencers DMs, TikTokers, Snapchat stars, you know. I want to see them in all of them. And I want them to send them items of clothing that they want to promote and for like a social link in return. Something like that. Just have some sort of contract in place with these big stars to really excel down this e-commerce route. That is what I think needs to happen. They need a company to know social media. Exactly that. Exactly. Social media is going to be the biggest catalyst for NAKD. If it can tackle social media, the sky is the limit. And I actually mean that. Like, if they can really tap into this e-commerce route, then NAKD could be $100 stock. And I know that sounds absolutely mad, but e-commerce done right is a different gravy. It's absolutely different gravy. Have you seen the Frederick's links posted in Telegram? Who is reduced the carbon footprint going wholesale? That's great. That is absolutely great. And the reason for that is that reducing carbon footprint. Now, one thing right now that's very popular is obviously environmentally friendly products. If they can start tapping into that industry, that's an industry in itself. That could be a great way for a business to really excel and grow their platform. You know? If Victoria's Secrets takes over, what price would the stock be? Very difficult to say. Very difficult to say. I mean, can I find Victoria's Secret's current stock price? Victoria's Secret's stock price. Now, stock quote. Oh yeah, it's connected to L Brands, isn't it? It's connected to L Brands. So as you can see, L Brand's stock price, which is basically the granddaddy of like all these big sort of clothing chains, is currently trading at $70, right? And, you know, bear in mind that they still have a lot of brick and mortar operations attached to this company. If they were strictly e-commerce, I reckon that this right here could be in the $200 mark. And that's what I'm saying about e-commerce. It's the new thing. It's trendy. It's the new world. Like, we have to open up to e-commerce. If you stay in brick and mortar, you're going to get left behind. Like, you probably had a couple years left before COVID happened, but now COVID has happened. Like, you have a very limited window to go onto e-commerce now, or else you're just going to get left behind in the pack. So everyone's going to have to go to e-commerce eventually. Because, right, you have to think of it, right? Why on earth would I waste my time going into a supermarket, or not a supermarket, like a department store like Debenhams, or what do you have in America, like, I don't know, Walmart clothing, for example. Like, why would I go into those shops when I can just search up anywhere and get next day delivery from my bedroom, from my office? Like, there's a real big thing here of next day delivery because it's just convenient. You basically just, it's just all like cutting out the middleman in all of it. And, you know, all of these companies as well, they're sort of integrating some sort of like, you know, ERM route. Like, you're allowed to basically control your own sort of customer service as well. So for example, right, if I wanted to change my order date for next day or whatever, then I can do it with a click of a button. If I want to cancel my order, cutting out the middleman, I don't have to go through any customer service. I can literally just go, okay, cut off, bang, order deleted, there we go, job done. I don't even have to talk to anyone. Like, convenience factors are so big right now. NEKD doesn't want brick and mortar. Oh, sorry, did I miss one? If Victoria's Secret buys NEKD, it will give them brick and mortar. Yeah, I don't actually like the idea of brick and mortar. So, for any of my US viewers, I want you all to let me know, is there a lot of Victoria's Secret stores in the US that are brick and mortar? Or do you normally do Victoria's Secret shopping on like their e-commerce platform? Because I know they do have e-commerce sort of attached to their website. I bet. Oh no, this could be dodgy for YouTube. But yeah, as you can see, like, I can order anything here. I can then check out here, and I could probably get next day delivery, right? So although they have brick and mortar shops, they do still have e-commerce attached to it. I'm definitely gonna get demonetized on YouTube after that one. Every airport in the world has VS. Yeah. They always do. Always. Victoria's Secrets can't buy NEKD because they have massive debt and no cash. Yep. Like, the only way I could see Victoria's Secrets, like, and the NEKD thing actually happening is NEKD almost giving Victoria's Secrets a bailout, because if they have a lot of debt, they're in quite a vulnerable position, and they may want to raise capital, and that gives NEKD the best negotiation power possible, and they could get a really good deal out of it if you think about it. But again, they're going to have to probably get rid of all the brick and mortar shops and just completely transform their online presence, really. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I am warming you all up for the Todd Alt podcast. I believe that the NEKD CEO is going to be on today. Well, it was supposed to be yesterday, but I believe it's happening today. So yeah, definitely check that out when that is happening. I believe that we've still got around 20 minutes together. So, you know, we're chilling. Biggin Hill doesn't? Okay. So when we're all talking about these acquisitions that NEKD could have, how far do you reckon it would be to say that NEKD could merge with the likes of ASOS? Is that too far out of reach? Is ASOS too far gone, do you reckon? Because I've been thinking of potential acquisitions. I think Zaful, actually, looking at it, makes sense, especially with their current sort of strategy. Texas. Okay. Well, so certain airports do, certain airports don't. Okay. I don't really know why you would stick a Victoria's Secrets in an airport. That just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, what? Like, yeah, it's just a little bit weird, isn't it? Like, that's not very good brick and mortar placement, I don't think. Yeah, true. That is very true, Freeman. Like, if you do have $300 million worth of cash, you can leverage that cash for more financing. That is very, very true. I mean, I hope that happens, mate. If we get ASOS, mate, that would be sick. That would be so good. I'd absolutely love that. What's ASOS share price right now? That's tell me that's not ASOS. Is that ASOS? Am I being an idiot? What? Oh, that's pence. That's in pence. So this actual price then would be. Oh, this would be the FTSE. So yeah. So the UK stock market works very, very different compared to the US. So obviously in the US you'd have it in dollars, whereas this is GBX. So the FTSE works in pennies, right? So this is 4,895 pennies. So that would equate to £58.95, which is probably around $60, around that. Unless I'm being, I could be an idiot right now. Actually, let's have a quick look at the HL. Yeah, so as you can see here, it's all in pence, right? So obviously pence over here is like your cents, right? So yeah, that's what the current price is. So it's currently 2 pence up. I don't know why we do it like that, but it just makes everything a lot more complicated. But yeah, that's the FTSE for you. It's a different gravy. It's different gravy. Does anyone have anything you want me to check out? ASOS being $60 is very good, considering L Brands, like the big granddaddy of clothing companies, is only trading at $69. So the fact that ASOS is $60, right? Say NAKD actually merges with ASOS. Big plays. I really hope this financial report happens. I will be over the moon. What I'll do is, if this happens, do you want me to? What I might do is, once this news hopefully gets announced in 15 minutes, I will probably end the live stream. I'll make a video, and then or I could do it live. I don't know. We may do it live. What do you want me to do? Should we do it live? A live analysis. It'll be interesting. I don't think I've ever done like a live PR analysis. So Justin should be Justin's on the podcast today, isn't he? I mean, that's what Todd said yesterday. Mate, I'm just going to put this on auto refresh. Mate, F5. I have no idea, Freeman. I haven't really been told much. Like, I know he said it yesterday, but I'd be more than happy to jump on the podcast again. Like, I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it will probably only be me on next time because Josh's PC's died, unless he obviously comes in by phone, which could happen, I guess. But I'm not sure how professional that will look, so yeah, we'll see. It'd be great if both of us could go on though again. Like, we had such a good time last time. We had how many people were actually in the chat for when me and Josh were on it? It must have been like over 150, wouldn't it? Like, it was just absolutely crazy. Allocated great price under $1. Yeah, I think so. I think if you bought like sort of so my average price right now, so I bought 1,326 shares for an average price of 56 cents now. So I have a very nice position in NAKD, and I'm in a very profitable position because I averaged down so low. I actually got it pretty right with this stock. I think so, at least. So, you know, all of my analysis has been pretty much correct so far. Like, at the moment, like I said, like I'm just waiting for PR to happen. Yeah, exactly. We are good at the moment. Like we don't have, unless Justin decides to do a CTRM, we're in good stead right now. We're in very good stead. Like, but Justin has no reason to do what CTRM did because, by the looks of things, like they've said, they're in a very strong financial position. So what would be the point in diluting shares? Absolutely no point, right? Or a share offering. Sorry. I mean, it's technically a similar thing, but what's that? Kohl's department store and Target? Wait, what's that? What was Kohl's department store? Yeah, exactly. Like we have just managed to raise that cash. Like they said, they raised a lot of cash with those share offerings. So now that they've gone over that hurdle, they're now in a strong financial position. So they're not going to have to do it again, I don't think. Or if they do, it'll be very, very small quantities because they have enough cash now to actually make a move. Like they managed to eliminate all their debt and everything. So, you know. We're getting the F5 ready. The F5. Get the refresh ready. What if NAKD does a share buyback? Then happy days. I mean, that means that our shares go up, don't they? Like, that means there's less shares on the market. So that means that collectively all of our shares go up in value because like our shares will just go up in price if they buy back shares. So essentially, Anna, for example, if you were holding 1,000 shares, those 1,000 shares would be worth more, right? Okay, interesting. Kohl's department store and Targets are shopping markets. Kohl's is more apparel and jewelry. Target is half groceries, home goods, and apparel. Now, I know what Target is, but I had no idea about Kohl's, so that's interesting. Yeah, mate, if share buyback happens, like, that means that there's less shares on the market, so that means that all of our shares just go up in value. It's a win-win situation for us if that happens, right? Like, we probably go up to around, you know, 10, probably more than, maybe $10 if that happens, honestly. Depending on, obviously, how many shares they're planning on buying back. But that will just mean there'll be less shares on the market. And I could see that potentially happening dependent on whether they have a successful fiscal year. Now, obviously, that won't be this year, but potentially I could see that happening in the future. Maybe around, I don't want to really put a date on this, but maybe start of winter. If they have a very successful summer, you may be able to see something like that. Don't forget the shorts from January, February still never been covered. Yeah, true. Exactly. That's the main thing, right? That could, well, that is probably going to result in a squeeze. I think that they have just been sort of playing around with the price, manipulating the price, bringing the price down. just so you know, they basically they're spreading FOMO. They're trying to make us like want to sell our shares. They want us to be scared of being investors in this stock because, you know, when you see red as an investor, it makes you scared. Red resembles danger. It resembles a warning sign. It resembles just blood, right? Like when you see red, you feel like you're getting butchered, right? And that is why they do it. It's because psychologically, when you see red on your portfolio, your instant thought is, should I sell? Should I not? Should I sell? And it just puts you into that like sort of negative mindset about a stock which you originally had high hopes for and wanted to invest in for long term. How's the Nasdaq doing today? The Nasdaq is up. Interesting. Oh, wait, hold on. The Nasdaq, how are we looking? Oh, let me just go on here. It's easier. So the S&P is down 70%, 0.7%. Where's the Nasdaq at? Am I blind? Markets. Nasdaq's down. Possible merging from Bob Baxter. Potentially. We're just waiting. It's a waiting game right now. I don't know what they're going to release. I think it's going to be a 20F, but who knows? It's NAKD. They don't tell us anything. We have to syringe every bit of information we can out of them when we get the chance, right? Because, you know, they don't tell us enough, really. SPY and what's the other one? Nasdaq, S&P. What am I trying to what am I thinking of? It's the other one. My head's just gone. You jumping ship. Fair play. Is risk on? Is risk on now? Oh, risk on now. USA stores big, yeah, they are, mate. Any USA store, well, I say any, like as long as it's like a bigger one than what NAKD currently is, like I'm more than happy with it, and it's e-commerce and not brick and mortar. Some deals to sell with a new partnership? Potentially. Yeah, they could be. They very well could be. Oh, we've got 2 minutes to spare. Are they going to release something? Part of me thinks that they're actually not going to release anything. No. But Justin did say that he was going to pull through. So, who knows? I just double check. No, nothing yet. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting very, very antsy. SEC website before NAKD website. Is it? Okay, hold on. SEC. Wait, what? Am I on the wrong thing? I still have to sort of get used to all these websites. I'm still used to the UK ones. So I'll be under company filings, right? Ticker symbol NAKD. Naked brand group. There we go. What we got? Nothing? Oh, really? Really? Oh wait, it's not. It says it's 9:01 on my phone. Is that nothing, really? Huh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on then. How long does it normally take? You see, I'm still pretty new to like this whole waiting game for PR. Is it normally like instant at 9 o'clock or? I mean, let's be honest, it's NAKD. Like, if anyone doesn't know, they were late to their own press conference. So. Filing date? Huh. Should I worry about them selling my shares without permission on a margin account? I'm not using borrowed funds. You shouldn't be, because as long as you're not using borrowed funds, they don't have leverage on that account. If you don't mind me asking, who's your brokerage for that margin account? Because I know there is one brokerage, which I will not name unless it's the one which I'm thinking of, where I've seen issues with it. Love buyouts, mergers, EA bought out, Gameloft, Ubisoft bought out. Both have been big mobile phone games companies. Yeah. For sure. Okay. Yeah, same here. I'm not sure if they are going to actually release anything. Oh, is this Bendon? Am I on the wrong thing? Wait, I'm on Bendon. Wait. Wait, what do we close at? We closed at 59 cents by the looks of things. 59 cents and 5. 59 cents and a half. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? I wanted some PR. I was doing a live show. Well, if any PR comes out anytime soon, you all better know that I'm going to keep you all in the loop. I will make sure that I'm on that straight away. No matter what I'm doing, I'll drop it and I will make sure that video is up or live stream, depending on where I'm at. But yeah, I'm going to send you over to the Risk On podcast. Be sure to go check these guys out because I am... Well, I've been live for an hour now, so I will send you over to them. Hold on, let me quickly get you all a link to it. I'm not sure if the CEO is going to be on. I hope it is, but yeah, weird one. Very weird one. Yeah, so everyone put Armada Raid in the chat when you go over there. And yeah, have a good time, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next live stream on the channel. Take care, everyone.